So, I was doing like some cleaning today, right? And I came across a CD that I did, spoken word CD. I used to be a poet, you know what I mean? and I did a CD, and it was about, me being a Nuwaubian and being a proud Nuwaubian. Hold on, let me play some of this stuff. I was such a cornball, man. I was such a cornball back then. Hold on. I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm a Nuwaubian.
Not a Christian or a Muslim. I submit to no religion. Yes, I'm a
Nuwaubian. Hold on, this is another one. Hold on. I'm gonna be like, the master teacher will be free. Hold on.
The master teacher will be free. The master teacher will be free. The master teacher will be free.
Dr.malachiz.york is not getting out. He's doing 135 years in jail. He's not getting out. Yo, man, I was just on some. Hold on. Listen to the hook. Hold on. You remember when the Nuwaubians used to be like, hold on to the rope?
Hip hop.
Hold on.
It's Nuwaubian. Bless. Hold on to the rope. It's here to stay.
They used to have this slogan, hold on to the rope. They don't even say it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't even hear it, from them anymore. But they used to say, hold on to the rope. So listen, for you all that don't know about the Nuwaubian nation, this was a cult that was established in the early 80s. They've transitioned so many times. Their leader, the cult leader called dr.malachiz.york, he's transitioned so many times, meaning he's changed his name so many times. They changed religion so many times. They changed traditions and dress codes so many times till it's ridiculous. And if you haven't heard about the Nuwaubian nation, it's because what Dr. York, I can't even call him a doctor. He's not even a doctor. I mean, he just got his GED while in jail. So it's like, if you never heard of the Nuwaubian nation, it's because what Dr. York, here I go again. What Dwight York did is he was very cunning and deceitful. You see what I'm saying? So he wouldn't put the bookstores in prominent areas, right? Where everybody could come in and question the Nuwaubians about any and everything that Dwight York wrote. So what he did is he put them in the inner cities, the hoods, the black areas, where kids like me didn't have a father figure. And he used that against us. He put in urban areas where he knew we wouldn't question him like that. I mean, we wouldn't know how to question him. And everything that, let's say, for example, if I wanted to take his book and prove him wrong, I would go to the library and check it out, right? But it's crazy because he plagiarized so many books. So when I went to the library, I was basically reading the same thing, and I was like, oh man, he must be the real deal, because this book is word by word, just like the way York books is. So it has to be the truth, not knowing that he plagiarized books. The man deserves more than 135 years. Period. I just can't believe in 2019 that I used to believe in that cult. I just can't. And I can't believe till this day that people still believe in him, even though he's doing 135 years in jail. And it's people that still believe in him. They still believe. Now check this out. Check this out. The whole doctrine was about a man, which is Dr. York, that was from another planet called Risk. And he came here to save black people, or to pick up the 144,000 and bring them up on a planet-sized ship called Nibiru. But yet and still, he said he was born in Boston, then changed it to Ghana, changed it to Sudan, then changed it to Ghana. And one of the DVDs proved to me that the Most High exists. He said it. He literally said that he was from Sudan. Born in Sudan. He literally said it. But his birth certificate said Boston. This is facts. Get the DVD. I had it. So this guy is mixed up in the head. He was on the planet Earth. He was born in 3 different he was born 3 different places. Boston, Takorda, Ghana, and Sudan. But then originally he was born or from a planet, the 9th planet, the 19th galaxy, 8th planet Risk, if I'm not mistaken. Because I forgot the doctrine. I don't even remember. Because it's useless. I don't need it. I don't need to learn Nuwaubian. And by the way, the children of the Nuwaubian nation were the ones that made up the Nuwaubian, not Dwight. I just can't believe that people are still believing in him. Still believing in him. And it's plain and simple, man. I don't want to get into a debate with the Nuwaubians. You want to know why? Because I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win with one question. One question. If Dr.york, also known as Nuwaubian, also known as tama-re, also known as Iman Isa, also known as what's the other one? Tahuti, also known as the grandson of Anu. This man got hundreds of names. But if you say that he's the master of the universe, the master teacher of the universe, and that he comes from another planet, and he has his 4 higher senses, which is, if I'm not mistaken, because like I said, I forgot the doctrine, which is psychometry, clairvoyance, telepathy, and what's the other one? Ah, man, psychometry, clairvoyance, telepathy, and intuition. If you're saying that he has a barytheric gland, if you're saying that this man can levitate, that he can grow several feet tall, if he can do all of these things, why can't he free himself? Why can't he call his homeboys, the Anunnakis, or the Natiru, or whatever you all call them nowadays? Why can't he call his homeboys to come get him? You want to know why? Because he would have to summon the sham. And listen to it. It's all a sham. They used to call the ship shams, but it's a sham. I see why he called Dr.york would call the spaceships shams, because it was all a sham, a scam. Period. I just don't understand why Nuwaubians are still Nuwaubians. Because I'm an X-one. I would never join that organization ever again. Ever again. We have the internet. Y'all could do intensive research and find out that this man is a fraud. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand Nuwaubians. I just don't get it. I remember one year, because he used to say different things. He used to send letters, right? It was called updates, and he would give those updates, those letters. He would send to different bookstores, right? I remember one year they were running with this, because they tried everything. They tried everything to get this man out. Petitions, I mean, you name it. I had to sign mad petitions, hundreds of them. But this particular year, I remember when he was saying that he could free himself out. He can get out of jail. He can free his own self. But what he wants us to do is prove ourselves by freeing him. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, that's the most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. You want to know why? Because I'm not going to be in jail waiting on, let's say, one of my YouTube subscribers to free me. Because I want to see just how much you love me. No, if I can free myself, I'm going to walk out of that jail by myself. They tried so many things. He was a Liberian one year. They was pushing that for a couple of years. He is a Liberian. He needs to be extradited. Repatriated back to Liberia. They tried some of everything. And it just doesn't make sense how you Nuwaubians are still Nuwaubians. I'm gonna take that CD, I'm gonna break it. I ain't no spoken word artist anyway. I wasn't even interested in that mess. It just so happened that I was just scared at that point, to be like, yo, I want to start rapping. And then back then, and even now, it's trendy. It's trendy to be, I'm a rapper. But I always knew that I was good with rhymes. So I tried that spoken word stuff and the poetry and the clap snapping and all that rest of that mess. Man, them dudes are corny, man. Period. I don't like that mess. I'm talking about it ain't new hip hop. It's Nuwaubian. That's some mess that Nuwaubians created. Just like they created their own dance, but Chuck Morgan proved that they didn't even create that. That they bit off of, I think it was a white country dance or something. Yo, man, I'm just glad that I got out. I'm just glad, man. I'm glad, yo. I'm so glad, man. I wake up every day and it's a smile on my face, man. And I know they got a bookstore in Charlotte. I think it's off of North Tryon. They got bookstores everywhere. And I'm pretty sure they're not doing very well. They're not. The comic books are over. Y'all are played out. It's time for y'all to move on. Y'all have individual lives. Don't you understand that Dr. York is controlling you just like how he controlled me? You don't need him. You don't need him. The world doesn't need him. Because if they needed him, guess what? He'll be out of jail. If he is the Most High's grandson, then shouldn't Anu put him top priority? It doesn't make sense, man. The gig is up. It's up, Nuwaubians. Let it go. And don't get upset with me. Don't get upset with me. Let me tell you something. You still my brother. You still my sister. If I see you out in the street, I'm still going to respect you. But I just know overall that coat that you in, it's not worth it, man. You're going to wake up one day just like I did. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to say to yourself, wow, I put 10, 15, 20 years into this. And look what I have. What do I have? Nothing. Nothing. Don't you understand that? Aren't you tired of giving your money to them? Aren't you tired of turning in money? Money that you can have to feed your children. Money that you can have to pay your bills. I'd rather be a Christian than to be a Nuwaubian. Because at least the plate goes around one time every Sunday. And they don't most churches don't tell you what you have to put in the plate. But the Nuwaubians will. Oh, you got to give us $100 a week. What? I'd rather praise sweet baby Jesus than to be a Nuwaubian. Don't y'all want to live? Don't y'all want to go to the movies? Don't y'all want to eat out, have a good time with your wife? Instead of going to class on Sunday all day, don't you want to be watching a football game? Instead of teaching some comic book script? Man changed doctrine all. First, the Anunnakis were here to save us. Then the Anunnakis wanted to eat us. Just make up your mind. We used to quote things out of the Bible, right? We used the Bible all the time, but yet and still it was bad. We used to quote scriptures out of the Bible all the time, but now all of a sudden the Bible is a cookbook. Let me tell you something, I'm glad that I left. I'm glad. I'm so happy, man. Nuwaubians, it's over. It's over. Y'all are done. Period. Y'all going around building statues of this man in other countries. Y'all got little African kids worshiping this man, and he's a known child molester. And people will sit back and say, prove that he's guilty. He went to court. He had a trial, and they said, the jury said that he's guilty. The evidence was there, and it's just that plain and simple. Stop being in denial. Stop it. Stop it. Look at Chuck Morgan's channel. Look at Tanu's channel. And you'll see they have They have all of the facts and all of the evidence. Other than that, I want you to definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Share it. Share it. We have to get our young people out of the clutches of that fraud called Dwight-York, also known as Dr. Malachiz.york. My name is Langston 2092. 1.